Good morning, children. Welcome to our English class. In today's class, we'll do with grammar book. In grammar book, we are going to learn about adjectives for comparison. Children, we have already revised in the last class itself about adjectives. So what are adjectives? Adjectives are the words that describe a noun or a pronoun. So an adjective gives more information about a noun or a pronoun. For example, you can see here pink dress. Dress is the noun and the color of the dress is pink. So pink is the adjective which is giving more information about the noun dress. Next, huge elephant. Elephant is the noun and huge describes its size. So huge is the adjective which is giving more information about the noun elephant. Similarly, cute baby, juicy orange, spooky house. Now here the words pink, huge, cute, juicy, spooky. These are all called as adjectives because these are the words which give extra information or which describe a noun or a pronoun. Now look at the pictures given over here, children. The first picture, you can see a boy and the description for the boy is given as Rudy is a tall boy. Here the boy is described as tall. Boy is noun and tall is the word which is giving information about boy, extra information about boy, which is describing the boy. So tall is an adjective. In this picture we can see only one person here and the information is only about this one person. So the adjective is tall. The next picture, children, you can see two people over there or two persons, Ronnie and Rudy. Now the sentence given over here is Ronnie is taller than Rudy. That means here we are comparing the heights of two persons. One is Ronnie and the other is Rudy. When their heights are compared, the word tall is changing to taller. T-A-L-L-E-R. So the adjective tall has now changed to taller because here two people are being compared. Now if you look at the third picture, you can see three people over here. There are three persons. And how are the sentences framed? Robbie is the tallest of the three boys. Now when there are three persons involved, the adjective tall is changing to the tallest. T-A-L-L-E-S-T. So here the heights of these three people are compared and based on the comparison, the one who is more tall than all, that is called the tallest of the three boys. Did you understand, children? When there is only one boy or one person, we use the adjective tall. When there are two people involved or when we compare two of them, we use the adjective taller. And when there are more than two people who are compared, the adjective used is tallest. So tall, taller, the tallest. These are the three different kinds of adjectives which we are going to learn about now. Based on the previous slide, we have got three kinds of comparison, children. The first one is positive degree. Second, comparative degree. And the third one is superlative degree. So there are three kinds of degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, superlative. So what is a positive comparison, children? When there was only one person involved. So we were talking only about one boy. So when we talk about only one person or one thing, then the adjective used is called positive degree of adjective. Comparative degree. What is comparative degree? When we have to compare two persons or two things and talk about them, the adjective used is comparative adjective. What is superlative? Superlative is when there are more than two persons or more than two things. That is, it can be three or more than three. When three or more than three persons or things are compared, that is called as superlative degree. So, as per the previous example, for positive degree, the adjective was tall. Comparative degree, the adjective was taller. And superlative degree, the adjective was tallest. So, children, adjectives used to compare persons and things have three degrees of comparison. They are positive degree. The positive degree is used for only one person or only one thing. Next, the comparative degree is used for comparing two persons or two things. Next, the superlative degree is used for comparing more than two persons or more than two things. Now we have seen in the examples, children, for positive degree of comparison, the adjective used was tall. And for comparative degree, the adjective used was taller. And for superlative degree, the adjective used was tallest. Now, how are these adjectives formed? If you look at these examples given over here, the positive degree is the actual adjective which we use, children. Nice, safe, large, wide, hard, smart, long, soft, soon, light, cold. These are the adjectives in real. That's called positive degree. So these adjectives are used to compare only one person or one thing. Now, how are comparative degrees formed? Comparative degrees are formed when these positive degrees are changed with an addition of ER. Now, if you look at the examples, children, nice is changing to nicer in comparative degree. So, what is the change here? ER. Safe, safer. Large, larger. Wide, wider. Hard, harder. Smart, smarter. Long, longer. Soft, softer. Soon, sooner. Light, lighter. Cold, colder. So you can see, to form a comparative degree, the positive degree word is taken and ER is added to the word. So when ER is added to an adjective, that forms a comparative degree. Now, how is a superlative degree formed, children? To the positive degree word, that is, to the adjective, when est is added. Nice, nicest. Safe, safest. Large, largest. Wide, widest. Hard, hardest. Smart, smartest. Long, longest. Soft, softest. Soon, soonest. Light, lightest. Cold, coldest. So you can observe est is added to the positive forms of words. Then that is called as superlative degree. So did you all understand, children? Positive degree is the adjective which is actually in use. You make it to a comparative degree by adding ER to the positive degree adjective. And to make it into a superlative degree, we need to add est to the positive form of adjective. There are few rules to be followed when they are converted to ER and EST forms, children. We'll learn them now. Now let us look at the rules to be followed to change the adjectives from positive form to comparative and also to superlative form, children. Now if you look at the first example, the positive adjective form is late, L-A-T-E, and the comparative form is later, L-A-T-E-R, and the superlative form is latest, L-A-T-E-S-T. Now look at the highlighted yellow letters in these words, children. Now in positive degree, the word has the letter E in the end. Late is ending with the letter E. Even in the next example, nice is ending with the letter E. So whenever adjectives end in E, children, so for few adjectives when they end in E, then to make them into comparative degree, this last E is dropped, it is removed, and in its place ER is added. Then it becomes later, which is the comparative form. In the same way, to change it to superlative degree, the same word late, E is dropped, and in the place of E, EST is added. That becomes latest. Did you understand? Next example, nice. The word is ending with the letter E. So to change it to comparative degree, this E is removed or dropped and its place ER is added. So that becomes nicer. And to make it into superlative form, E is dropped and EST is added. Nicest. This is how few adjectives ending with the letter E change into comparative and superlative forms. Now look at the next third example, children. Big. Comparative form is bigger. Superlative is biggest. Next one, thin. Thinner. Thinnest. What did you observe in these two examples? We can see the last letter of the words, that is in BIG big, the last letter is G, and in THIN thin, the last letter is N. So for some adjectives, the last letter is doubled and then ER is added to make it into comparative form and EST is added to make it into superlative form. So as you can see in big example, children, BIG big, comparative form, the last letter G is doubled. So it becomes BIGG and ER is added, bigger. To change it into superlative form, same way BIGG, the last letter G is doubled and EST is added. Similarly, thin, the last letter N is doubled and ER is added to make it comparative form, thinner. And thin, the last letter N is doubled and EST is added to make it the superlative form, thinnest. This is one way of changing adjectives from one degree to the other degree. Next, look at the next example, children. Easy, easier, easiest. Happy, happier, happiest. Now in these examples, children, the last letter of the words are Y. Can you see? Easy, the last letter is Y. Happy, the last letter is Y. Now to change the words ending in Y to comparative and superlative degree, the Y, the last letter Y is changed and in place of Y, I is added. And again, if it is comparative, ER is added. If it is superlative, EST is added. Look at the word happy, children. It is ending with the letter Y. So if an adjective ends with the letter Y, the last letter Y is dropped and in its place I is added, and according to the degree ER is added to make it happier, comparative form. EST is added to make it happiest, superlative form. These are few ways to change the adjectives from one form to the other form, children. Now let's draw out the definitions for positive degree, children. Positive degree of an adjective is used to describe one person or one thing. So it's a kind of adjective which describes only one person or only one thing. As in the example, here only one boy is there. So the adjective positive form is tall. Because only one person is compared, so one person is talked about or one person is described, the adjective used is tall, which is positive form. Whereas to get the comparative degree, we need two people or two things to be compared. As in the examples, Paul is taller than John. So here two people are there. Then only we can compare them. So the adjective is comparative in degree. That is taller. T-A-L-L-E-R. ER form represents comparative degree. So we get comparative degree of adjective only when we have to compare two people or two things. We cannot use a comparative degree when we talk about single thing or a single person. The turtle is lower than the hare. Here two animals are compared, turtle and the hare. Because two animals are compared, the adjective is in comparative form. Slower, S-L-O-W-E-R. E-R represents comparative form. So to describe a comparative form, we need two things to be compared and ER forms are used. And this is about the superlative form. The man is the strongest person in the picture. The child is the youngest person in the picture. The teacher is the best looking person in the picture. So to attain a superlative form, children, we need more than two people or more than two things. We cannot use superlative degree, that is EST forms, when there are two people, two things to be compared, or when there is only one person or one thing to be compared. To get a superlative degree, we need to have more than two people or more than two things to be compared. And the form is EST form. To the adjective in positive degree, EST is added. Strong, EST, strongest. So among these three people, he is the strongest among all. So that shows superlative. That means above everyone, more than everyone present over here, he is more strong. That shows the superlative or the highest degree. Youngest person. Young, EST, youngest. So this child is less in age compared to all the people present over here. So the youngest. The teacher is the best looking. Now children, one more thing to remember in superlative degree is you always precede the adjective with the. The strongest, the youngest, the cheapest, the smartest. You always use the before the superlative form of degree, children. Remember. Now we have seen in the examples, children. For positive degree of comparison, the adjective used was tall. And for comparative degree, the adjective used was taller. And for superlative degree, the adjective used was tallest. Now, how are these adjectives formed? If you look at these examples given over here, the positive degree is the actual adjective which we use, children. Nice, safe, large, wide, hard, smart, long, soft, soon, light, cold. These are the adjectives in real. That's called positive degree. So these adjectives are used to compare only one person or one thing. Now, how are comparative degrees formed? Comparative degrees are formed when these positive degrees are changed with an addition of ER. Now, if you look at the examples, children, nice is changing to nicer in comparative degree. So, what is the change here? ER. Safe, safer. Large, larger. Wide, wider. Hard, harder. Smart, smarter. Long, longer. Soft, softer. Soon, sooner. Light, lighter. Cold, colder. So you can see, to form a comparative degree, the positive degree word is taken and ER is added to the word. So when ER is added to an adjective, that forms a comparative degree. Now, how is a superlative degree formed, children? To the positive degree word, that is, to the adjective, when est is added. Nice, nicest. Safe, safest. Large, largest. Wide, widest. Hard, hardest. Smart, smartest. Long, longest. Soft, softest. Soon, soonest. Light, lightest. Cold, coldest. So you can observe est is added to the positive forms of words. Then that is called as superlative degree. So did you all understand, children? Positive degree is the adjective which is actually in use. You make it to a comparative degree by adding er to the positive degree adjective. And to make it into a superlative degree, we need to add est to the positive form of adjective. There are few rules to be followed when they are converted to er and est forms, children. We'll learn them now. So in the previous slides, children, we have learnt about the rules to form positive, comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives. In some cases, er and est were used to form comparative and superlative degrees, and in the other cases, in place of er and est, more and most were the words used to show that the words are in comparative and superlative degree. But in some cases, children, we cannot do even that. We cannot use more or most, and we cannot change the positive form of the word into er or est forms. So they are called as irregular adjectives. What are they called as? Irregular adjectives. Because in these adjectives, the positive form cannot be used in any way to convert it into comparative or superlative form. We have to make new words in comparative and superlative forms. Such adjectives are called as irregular adjectives. You have examples over here. Bad. That is the positive form. Comparative form is worse. Superlative form is the worst. So if you look at this example, all the words are dissimilar from each other. They are not at all matching with each other. We can see that every word is a new word. So such adjectives are called irregular adjectives. Bad, worse, the worst. Next, good. That's the positive form. Better. comparative form, the best, superlative form. Again, you can see every word is a new word. It doesn't match in any way with its other forms. So that's an irregular adjective. Now these are few examples to show the irregular adjectives. The first column is positive degree, second one is comparative degree, and the third one is superlative degree. Remember children, irregular adjectives are the adjectives where comparative and superlative forms cannot be formed from the positive form. We have to make new words every time. Those are irregular adjectives. Good, better, best. All the three words are new. They are not matching with the adjectives of positive form or comparative form or superlative form. Bad, worse, the worst. Well, better, the best. Little, less, least. Many, more, most. So these are the examples of irregular adjectives. Now based on the adjectives for comparison and degrees of comparison and the rules to convert them from one form to the other form, we have the exercises in grammar book children.